Last January, my husband was asked by the Department of Homeland Security, the Federal Law Enforcement Training Board, to teach a couple courses to some police officers in Maui. I was lucky enough to be able to go with him, which is why you get to see these pictures from Pearl Harbor. After our stay in Maui, we flew over to Honolulu, where we were able to see the USS Missouri battleship, the Pearl Harbor Historic Site, and also the USS Arizona Memorial.
And it's recording me right now. And then when you want to go to the next picture and say something about
This one I know is a little blurry, but I really wanted you to be able to see the size of the USS Missouri, where, as you know, the peace agreement between Japan and the United States was signed to end World War II. Took a couple of pictures of some anti-aircraft guns that were used during the attack on Pearl Harbor by the United States. Our first stop on the USS Missouri was the deck. The size of the deck was mind-boggling, and then, you know, as you go below deck and see where the sailors lived and the day-to-day operations of this ship was just mind-blowing. It was an experience I will never forget. We traveled from the Pearl Harbor Memorial Park to the USS Arizona Memorial via boat, and as we were trying to dock and board the memorial, this is the first picture that I took. As I was walking up the ramp to enter the USS Arizona Memorial, looking down, you can see what remains of the ship. As you enter the USS Arizona Memorial, I remember I was very quiet, somber, reflective, just, you know, taking in the emotion of the memorial. And I don't remember ever saying anything to the group of people that I was visiting with until I looked down over the rail and saw oil. And I remember asking my friend, how could the USS Arizona still be leaking oil after all these years? And we had a conversation with the tour guide, the docent on the USS Arizona Memorial, and he said it will still leak for many, many years to come. And it was just something that I hadn't expected in terms of seeing from the memorial. I stood here for a very long time on that day, and the memorial that was dedicated to the men who are entombed, and the shipmates that were killed are all listed here, and it is a list that you could spend hours reading, and overall it was just quite emotional to be there. I remember loading the boat to return back to the mainland and just not saying anything at all. It was something that I was very lucky to get to visit and to experience and honor those who lost their lives. I just cannot explain to you what it feels like to look over the rail of the memorial and see, see the ship and, even part of it above the water's surface, and knowing what happened on that day and knowing how many people lost their lives. I do have some short video clips that I took as well from my visit to the Pearl Harbor Memorial site and the Missouri and the USS Arizona Memorial. So I look to post those over the weekend. So I hope that viewing these pictures had meaning to you.